Hello, and welcome, dear listeners, to another enchanting episode of Magically Living. I'm your host, the mystical Rainbow Winds, and I'm here to guide you through the realms of the extraordinary. Today, we embark on a fascinating journey into the world of power animals, those spiritual companions and guides that connect us with the energies of the natural world. So grab a cozy blanket, settle into your favorite chair, and allow me to weave the tapestry of magic around you. In the upcoming moments, ordinary concepts will transform into the extraordinary as we explore the ancient wisdom of mystical significance behind power animals. And that's not all. Make sure to mark your calendars for this Tuesday as Magically Living unveils the New Moon, New You 5-day challenge. As the cosmic dance aligns with the arrival of the new year on January 11th, we're presented with that unique 111 day, a perfect opportunity to restart and reinvent our lives with the cosmic assistance of the magical universe. So join us on this spellbinding adventure where each episode is a step towards discovering your inner magic. Immerse yourself in the enchantment, for in the world of magically living, every moment is a chance to awaken the extraordinary within you. Now let's dive into today's podcast, where the spotlight shines on the captivating realm of power animals. Power animals, also known as spirit animals or animal guides, are a concept found in various spiritual and shamanic traditions. The idea is that individuals can have a spiritual connection with a particular animal that serves as a source for guidance, wisdom, and protection. Power animals are believed to offer support and assistance in navigating life's challenges and can be symbolic representations of certain qualities or characteristics. You may even have power animals that you already know and maybe are not so aware of. And I say this in light like this. Is there a certain animal that you really like? Are you drawn to wolves? Do you really like the wolf? Or maybe you like a bear. Every time you see a bear, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm like so fascinated with that bear. That is your inner intuition telling you that this is possibly one of your power animals. What you are drawn to is part of your spiritual team. But let's get into some more key points about power animals. So symbolically representation, the power animals are often seen as symbolic representations of specific qualities, like traits and energies. Like for example, a bear might symbolize strength and courage, and the owl could represent the wisdom and the intuition. Personal connection is believed that individuals can develop a personal connection with their power animal through meditation, dreams, visions, and other spiritual practices. The animal may appear to the person in various forms or situations, providing guidance and insight, or the insight might come from the animal behavior. It is also known that some people will call on power animals for certain times. However, your power animals or your animal guides are there to help guide and protect you, and some may stay for a period of time and some may stay for an entire lifetime. Power animals are thought to offer that guidance and protection and helping people like navigate. So when you're trying to make an important decision, they're considered allies on your journey, like on your decision making. Within different cultures and spiritual traditions, some of them have their own interpretations of power animals. In some Native American traditions, for example, the concept is often associated with the term totem animals. With shamanic practitioners, they often work with power animals during rituals and ceremonies. And in shamanic journeys, individuals may seek the assistance of their power animals to gain insights, healing, support, and even magical powers. The power animal is also associated with the individual, and they may change over time, like I was speaking about. So when you're reflecting on the person's evolving needs or on your own personal needs and life experiences, it's not uncommon for people to have multiple power animals throughout their lives. It's important to note, though, that the concept of power animals is rooted in spiritual and cultural traditions, and it's not universally accepted belief. Different cultures have their own spiritual practices and interpretations of power animals, and they can widely be different, like very different. So it is a very personal and subjective experience, and that you, the individual, may explore it if you find any resonance with the idea on your own spiritual and personal development. So you may be wondering, okay, I know all this stuff. I want to meet my power animal. Well, there are a couple ways to meet your power animals, and some people are not too apt on going on to the shamanic journey to the underworld. Even hearing the word underworld frightens people, and they want protection. And this is the thing: when you go to the underworld, you can't go unless you already have a guide with you to go to that underworld. That's why shamans have their guides in the beginning, and their guide comes down, and it's almost like a vision quest because you do need to step away from your guide at some point and be brave enough to face the animal that is going to come and greet you, which is your power animal. So, meeting your power animal is considered a very personal and spiritual journey. Again, it varies through cultures and traditions, and people have different methods for connecting with their power animals. But I'm going to give you some general steps that people can take, that you can take to meet your power animal. So first and foremost, meditation and visualization. Finding that quiet, comfortable space where you won't be disturbed. Keeping your eyes closed, focusing on your breath, relax your mind and body. Visualize yourself in that peaceful, natural setting in the forest or a meadow, whatever comes up. It could be by the ocean or a lake. Allow your mind to wander and be open to whatever experiences may unfold. When you're going into this meditation and visualization, be sure to set your intention. Set a clear intention to meet your power animal or guide. However you want to greet them. You can greet them as a power animal or a power guide or an animal guide. Be sure to speak your intention either, aloud, or write it down, or if you want to keep it silently, make sure you say it within your own self. Like that voice within, speak that intention within, and then expressing your desire to connect with an animal that can offer you guidance and support in this time or this challenge. Some people use a guided meditation or a shamanic journey to make practices to connect with their power animals. You can find shamanic drumming and rattling to go through a guided meditation, and using that rhythmic sound really does help to alter your consciousness if you're a little bit nervous. You can also do this with a friend if you're feeling like maybe you're getting in too deep and you need somebody to pull you out. But it is best practiced on your own, and to trust the journey. So when you are in this altered state of consciousness, in your guided meditation, be open to the signs and symbols that may appear during your meditation. Um, your power animal may reveal itself in different ways as well. If it doesn't come through the meditation, check your everyday life. Remember I said, maybe you're drawn to certain animals. Maybe you're drawn to certain bugs or birds, fish, mystical animals. Um, Write those down. They're significant in discovering your power animal, because this is how your power animal reveals itself to you. It reveals itself to you with everyday life, through your dreams, through visions or encounters with the physical representation of the animal in the waking world. So, maybe you have a connection with unicorns, and you just, everywhere you go, you're seeing a unicorn, and maybe it's a specific unicorn, maybe it's a pink unicorn, or maybe it's a blue unicorn, and it's specific to you, and you just keep noticing, hey, the unicorn keeps popping up. Oh, it's actually a blue unicorn that I keep seeing, it's the same color. Maybe notice if it's more realistic, or is it more animated. All these little signs and symbols are very, very important. With your dream work, pay close attention to those dreams. Power animals like to appear in the dream realm. So be sure to keep a dream journal to record any animal encounters or any symbolisms that you receive through dream work. I remember about 30 years ago when I started doing my power animals, um, I had some interesting animals come through. And then I was greeted with a very large lime green snake. And I was just like, oh, I do not want to meet you. And I was really nervous. And it was interesting because in the dream, my power animal, the green snake at the time, um, was showing me that it wasn't going to come near me and scare me, but I needed to notice it in my dream. And in my dream, I was walking through a forest and I was doing stuff. But when I seen this green, like lime green, and the snake was massive, it was like 3 times my size. And I got the feeling that it was a male, and it was just going right by me. And just until I caught its attention and I was willing to pay attention to it. And then it began to spiral. And it was teaching me different things at that time because of what I was going through in my life. But it was teaching me that I was growing at that time, even though that I had a lot of perhaps not favorable people around me at the time. And it really caught my attention. I mean, because when I woke up from the dream, I couldn't believe I had witnessed the snake doing this interesting spiral. And I wrote it down. And later on, I discovered like that lime green was really important to me, because I really like it in nature. And I never really noticed that. And every single time I see that lime green color now, and we're talking all these years later, I still remember that snake. I did have a dream about a brown snake later on in life, only a couple years ago before I got sick. And because my health had a turn just before COVID, and my lymphatic system was going a little bit wonky. But I had a dream of this brown snake trying to bite me, and it kept telling me it wanted to give me my medicine. It needed to give me medicine, and I absolutely refused it in the dream. And I used my coat to pull it over the brown snake's head, and I ran away. Within a week, I was terribly sick, and I had the same dream again. But this time, when the snake came to me, he said, "You should have let me bite you. I had the medicine you needed. Do not be afraid to die in the dream world." And I had always wondered when that was going to come about again, because um, there's something I'm going to speak on real quick. Um, when you're getting into the dream world and you're in your meditations, as you build up, sometimes you will have your power animal attack you. And this is a scary experience, because you're like, why are you attacking me? You're my guide, you're my protector, wisdom. And that's exactly what it is. You have to trust that process. So that's why I brought up about my snake story, is because although you may be afraid of the power animal that presents itself to you, um, you have to find that know and love and trust. It's a medicine that's coming to you. And sometimes when we're faced or we face our own death, then we're afraid of nothing after that. And in the shamanic cultures and a lot of earth-based religions, when you're meeting your power animals, there does come the point that you meet like the highest power animal, and this is the one that helps you face your death, and you are killed by your power animal to be reborn through the animal. Um, it's a very intimate part of your relationship with your power animals, because then you are no longer separate with that power animal. You are whole. And if you're lucky enough, to have that done, um, please like consider that a sacred gift. I know it's very scary, but it's like a vision quest. You're going on something very scary, but you're going on to learn and grow and gain medicine and knowledge from that vision quest. It's the same idea. If your spirit animal, your power animal attacks you, I know it's so scary to hear that, but um, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's the truth. There is such more reward out of it in the end, because then you're imprinted together. Um, some shamans get like multiple. They go through several deaths. They go through several initiations and have several totems, um, several power animals. I kind of sort of mixed it there because I know in the Native American beliefs that they have also several power animals as well, and some of them are lifelong, and those lifelongs are the ones, again, the intimate relationship. You are inborn, you are imprinted upon in that discussion, and I know that because I was taught these things when I was a teenager. Um, I was very blessed with my knowledge as I, you know, grew up. This was something I was very attuned to, and I was very blessed to have magical people see the magic within me and teach me along the way. So I have all the confidence in the world to be sharing this with you today. So let's continue on about, reflecting on the qualities and characteristics you're seeking in your power animal. Trust that intuition and be open to the idea that the animal may not be what you expect. It may be something very scary, like a jaguar, like a lion, and they're going to have their personality. So, it's not always, Shere Khan, like in the Jungle Book, you know, actually even in the Jungle Book, the young man had to earn the respect of Shere Khan before Shere Khan, you know, became his protector, his guidance and wisdom. So, I mean, I guess it's even in the movies. I never really thought about it till now. So, but some individuals also engage in rituals and ceremonies, incorporating elements such as candles, herbs, and other symbolic items to create a sacred space for connecting with their power animal. It's really up to you how you feel about that. You can add elements in your guided meditation or in your shamanic journey. Um, if you like, oh gosh, I'm trying to think of like how to do this. So, because like when you first go to meet your power animal, you might have an inclination, right? So maybe you want to bring a treat, maybe some water, a glass of water as an offering to your power animal. Um, if you, again, just trust your intuition. I mean, if you feel like you need to bring like a little bit of sugar or even if it's a steak, if that's your power animal giving you a little bit of a clue like to what they might be. So it's always good to make an offering or a gift to your power animal. So remember that the process of meeting your power animal, again, is unique. It's unique to each individual, and there's no one size fits all approach. It's a very personal and a very subjective experience. And again, it requires openness, patience, willingness to trust your intuition, yourself, and your guides. And additionally, it's essential to approach such practices with respect for all cultural and spiritual traditions that may be associated with the concept of power animals. Once you have met your power animal and you feel that you made a connection with a specific animal, again, with respect of the offering, express gratitude for its presence and guidance. When you meet a mentor or anybody else and they give you some valuable information or they give you something very valuable, you're very considerate of it. So remember, your power animal would really appreciate that expression of gratitude. Consider building that relationship as well with your power animal by regularly acknowledging and honoring it in the role in your life. Bring it to your waking reality. Take time to learn about the characteristics, the behaviors, the symbolisms associated with the animal that has appeared to you. Understanding the traits of your power animal can provide very deep insights into your guidance that it may offer as well. During your meditations and moments of reflection, you can ask your power animal for guidance on specific aspects of your life, the challenges you're facing, or even decisions you need to make. Again, trust that intuitive messages or impressions that come to you. Integrating it into your daily life, consider how the qualities of your power animal can be integrated into your daily life. Embodying some of the characteristics of your power animal can serve as a source of strength, inspiration, and guidance. So, ongoing connection is very, very important. So, your relationship with your power animal is not like a one-time event. Nurture the connection over time through regular connections through meditation, reflection, and acknowledgement. And as life evolves, your power animal may continue to offer support and wisdom, or they may decide to go because they're no longer needed and another power animal is going to come into play, or another animal guide is going to come into play. um, you may notice more than one animal comes up to you as well. So see who wishes to speak first. Just like when you're having a conversation with people, everybody takes their turn. um, Also approach your relationship with your power animal with a lot of respect and reverence. Recognize that the guidance and the energy that they offer is very valuable, and maintaining that sense of gratitude and humility can enhance and really contribute to the depth of your connection. So, if you're exploring this concept of power animals within a specific culture or a spiritual tradition, please again be mindful of the cultural context and the practices associated with it. Respect all traditions and teachings of culture from which the concept originates. So maintaining that relationship with your power animal is going to be an ongoing connection with gratitude, the integration of their symbolism into your daily life. So it's really good to nurture and sustain that relationship with your power animal. Other ways, like uh, um, how about this? Here are some good tips on like to continue to nurture and sustain your relationship with your power animal. Regular meditation and reflection. Set time aside for regular meditation or moments of reflection where you can connect with your power animal. This can involve the guided visualizations, deep breathing exercises, or simply just being present and open to their presence. Regularly express gratitude for the guidance and support. Um, Everything that they provide is true gifts from them. Please acknowledge their role in your life and let them know that you appreciate them and their presence and their wisdom. It would also be really wise to design or designate like a sacred space with a physical or maybe even like a mental place where you can connect with your power animal. This space can serve as a place for your meditation, reflection, and you're expressing your gratitude. It's also a great place to put your symbolic representations. You can use symbolic representations of your power animal in that sacred space or in all of your living space. This could be artwork, figurines, or other items that remind you of their presence or qualities they represent. Integrating their qualities of the power animal into your daily life. Again, if if your power animal represents strength and courage or resilience, consciously embody these traits in your actions and decisions making. So when that issue comes up, remember the qualities of your power animal, like the courage or the resilience, and act accordingly. Seek guidance from your power animal when you are facing challenges or making important decisions. Develop a practice of asking for their insights and trust the intuitive response or signs that may come to you. Again, the dream journal is a really important one on this one. Document any recurring dreams, symbols, messages. They might even show you things. They might even show you different places. Um, there's no end to their symbols and dream work. They might even actually speak with you um, one on one. So, and they might have a different language at first, but you'd be surprised. They can speak to you. They won't be opening their mouth. They'll be speaking to you telepathically most of the time. But know that there will come a time that you'll be able to understand more and more, and it will be really good. Good way to continue that connection and build that relationship. And then when you get to that point that you're talking, when you go into your meditative state, it's really easy to access your power animal. Be sure to acknowledge and celebrate significant moments in your life with your power animal as well. So if you're having a birthday or you have an achievement or a challenging, you overcome that challenging situation, invite the energy of your power animal into these moments. Be sure to thank them and say like, thank you for this guidance and wisdom or for this energy or whatever it is. Or if you're having a birthday, like invite them. Like you don't have to tell your birthday gift or guests that you've invited your power animal, but you might want to. That's completely up to you. You can even do a themed party around your power animal, and who's the wiser? Just you. So learn continuously. Continue to learn about the symbolism and the characteristics of your power animal through research as well as connecting with them. Understanding their significance can so deepen that connection, and always provide insights into your guidance. Like you may never know that maybe a certain plant, like giraffes, they eat acuberries. So I've had a client once that had a giraffe come to her, and she was like, I don't understand why the giraffe, but he kept showing me that he was eating these berries off a tree. So we went looking and we discovered that they were ackee berries, and we discovered the intelligence of the tree, and that the tree was so smart um, that if the giraffe ate too much of the berries, that it would put out a pungent smell. And so the giraffe would go away from that. And interesting enough, that really resonated within her life, and it helped her overcome some really important, some really like big obstacles, and she was able to get through it and get to the important part of her life, like what she wanted to do, which was her life purpose. So always take things into account. You never know how they're going to communicate with you. They're going to communicate with you based on your level of comfort as well. And if you really feel comfortable, share your experiences, share your journey um, with your power animal with others who may have similar interests. Connecting with a community of like-minded individuals can offer additional support and perspectives for you. And here at Magically Living, we're all about that magical life, and this would be a good place to start. Um, if there's somewhere else that you feel more comfortable with, that's okay too. But the invitation's there, so and it's an open invitation. When you are working on your relationship, you might get in an argument with your power animal. So be sure to approach your relationship again with respect and reverence. Understand that your power animal is a spiritual guide and ally, and maintaining a sense of humility can strengthen your connection, but also give them the respect that they need. They are a power animal. They are on a different level than us. So if they're getting ticked off with you, don't push it. Respect their boundary and say, okay, we'll communicate at a different time or in a different way, because you don't want an argument with your loved one. And your spirit animal, your power animal is your loved one. They're there to guide you. They're there to help you. So recognize that your relationship with your power animal can evolve over time. Be open to the changes in their presence and the qualities that they bring into your life. Adapt your practices accordingly. Maintaining a relationship with your power animal is dynamic and a very personal journey. So trust your instincts, stay open to their guidance, and nurture their connection through intention. Be sure to always offer that gratitude. Now, I'm going to give you just a quick moment to let that digest for a moment. And I want you just to get comfortable. I'm going to play a quick song here, and then we're going to do a meditation to meet your power animal. So I would like you to find a quiet and comfortable space where you won't be disturbed. Welcome back. Welcome back. Just before we get into the guided meditation, I'm just going to let you know, after the meditation, I'm going to talk a little bit about allies and familiars, so I can bring you back into liminal space. During a guided meditation, it tends to take you to a non-liminal space, and you are floating around. You are in your non-reality. You are, in cosmic space. So I want to make sure that you're grounded before we leave this meditation. It can be a very, very powerful meditation. So I'm sure that you're sitting or lying down in a comfortable place by now. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and take a few deep breaths to relax your body and calm your mind. Allow any tension to melt away as you continue to breathe. There's no right and wrong answers on how you're breathing. Just breathe in and out. And as you're getting relaxed, you're setting an intention in your mind. You're going to meet and connect with your power animal. State your intention either silently or loud, expressing your desire to receive guidance and support from your power animal. Now imagine yourself in a peaceful and natural setting. This could be a forest, meadow, beach, or any place where you feel a connection to the natural world. Visualize the details of this environment, the colors, the sounds, and all of the sensations. As you explore this natural space, Imagine a wise and benevolent guide appearing. This guide could be a person, an ethereal being, or even another animal. Ask your guide for assistance in connecting with your power animal. Allow your guide to lead you to the sacred and safe space within this natural setting. This could be a clearing or a special grove, or any place that feels significant to you. In this sacred space, express your intention to meet your power animal. Speak or think the qualities you are seeking in your guide. Allowing the environment to shift and be open to the arrival of your power animal. It may appear before you or approach you from a distance. Take your time observing and connecting with your power animal. Notice its appearance, its energy. Perhaps it's conveying messages. Maybe there are symbols. Is there something different about the animal? Does it maybe have a different color eyes or aura? Notice everything you can about this animal. If you feel comfortable, approach your power animal. You can ask if it has a message or guidance for you. You may receive insights through thoughts, feelings, symbols, or even colors. Be sure to spend some time expressing gratitude for the presence of your power animal. Thanking your power animal for this meeting, thanking your guide for guiding you to this very special meeting. Thanking them for the acknowledgement of the wisdom and support that they're going to offer you on this journey now, on your spiritual journey. When you are ready, once again, thank your power animal and your guide for their presence. Express your intention to carry the energy and guidance into your waking life, and that you're going to be building this relationship now. Gradually bringing your awareness back to the present moment, I invite you to wiggle your fingers and toes, and when you feel ready, open your eyes. This guided meditation is a starting point, and as you experience, it may vary. So trust the process and be open to the messages and insights that your power animal may offer. It is advisable to approach this meditation with an open heart and a sense of reverence for the spiritual journey you're embarking on. Now that you've had that experience, we're going to talk a little bit about familiars and allies. Now, familiars and allies are more known in Wiccan paganism. Familiars are, let's see if you can, let's do a little quick thing to see if you know which one's which. So one is living in the present and one is a spiritual animal. Which one is which? Which one is the spirit one? The familiar or the ally? If you guess the spirit one as a familiar, you are correct. Familiars are spirit animals, and they are too like power animals, like spirit power animals in your life. They offer wisdom, guidance, and they come and go. If you need them to come and go, relationships are built over long periods of time. But your allies are the animals that you are with in a daily basis. So perhaps that you have a cat or a dog or a hamster or a fish. Guess what? You have the energy of that animal with you. You are already contributing to your animal, power animal journey. So thank the animals that are in your life. Thank the little birds that come and tweet at your window. Or perhaps, something else that you notice in your life, another animal or bug or something that comes along. They're always there to teach you a spiritual message. So be sure to look into it. Because as we all know, when we see a butterfly, there's something special in that moment. Thank you for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure doing this podcast. Be sure to tune in Tuesday on to Magickally Living as we're doing the new moon, new you, and we're preparing for the 111 on Thursday and setting you up for a successful new year with the new moon energies so that you can live that magical life that you've always, always wished and dreamt of. It's only a few choices away. So thank you for joining me for making this ordinary conversation extraordinary. Have a wonderful time, and I would love to hear any of your stories or your connections with your power animals and who they are and what you learned, or maybe the guidance that they offered you. I look forward to seeing you next week, and have a wonderful, magical week. Remember, every chance is a chance to make the ordinary extraordinary. With all my love, this is Rainbow Winds.